Hey folks, it is Thursday, January 27th, and this is your daily forecast. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to read and respond to our peers' free writes that have been posted on Slack and the Pop Literacy Channel 2. Okay, remember to read at least 2 of your peers' free writes, and that when you're responding, you want to draw from that UWM reading on how to generate ideas to help your peers create like a first rough draft of assignment 1. And these are some pointers that I want you to think about as you're responding to your peers' papers. I'm not going to respond at you, but that is like, or at least read these to you. Y'all can read. So yeah, you're just going to use this as suggestions to respond to your peers' free writes. Then from there, and I want to apologize in advance because this is not like the most exciting class. In fact, I think this might be slightly our most boring class, but it is still going to be one that is really, really useful. So just sort of know we only need to deal with this once. So the first is the learning how to quote versus paraphrase. So the key thing to keep in mind is that most novice writers almost always overquote. So just kind of keep this formula in mind right here. Just go ahead and read all of this information right here. And then also just take maybe about 5 to 10 minutes to skim this quoting and paraphrasing piece, okay? That kind of talks about that. Now this is the part where you're going to be like, oh man, this is circle of hell. But the state of Ohio has really big feelings, which is why I put it here, big feelings, about me teaching you how to do APA citation style. And so this is the class where I do that, all right? So the first thing we're going to learn are in-text citations. Those are the citations that you fold into the body of your paper. So first I'm going to ask y'all to watch this overview video of CSU that talks about like this introduction to like citation formatting for APA. But then I want you to learn how to create APA in-text citations, all right? So we're going to watch another video from the University of Louisville's library that talks about what in-text citation looks like. And because I am a kind person, I created a handout that actually recaps all the things you need to know about formatting in-text citations. So I do want you to go ahead and read this thing, and just remember that this thing is always going to be on hand for you. So if we go to the top, back to the top of the schedule, right, there's this Unit 1 reading folder, and that is going to be in there as well. So if you feel like, oh, I don't know where that is, now you do know where it is. Okay. So there's that. You're going to learn how to do in-text citations, and then the very last thing you're going to learn how to do is how to create an APA reference page. That's sort of like a works cited page, but in APA, they're called references. And so I want you to watch this video from the University of Louisville's library on how to create APA. And yes, your soul is going to want to leave your body because who wants to learn citation style? And yet we have to, right? But then here also is this handout where I created a cheat sheet that kind of recaps the different, or at least the most common citation things you might cite. So like an academic article or a movie or a TV series. I've kind of compiled that to make this easier for you. So go ahead and check that out as well. Okay, so that's what we're doing in class. So like a lot of hands-on stuff today with that. Now for homework, you are going to, if you didn't finish it in class, finish watching the APA videos, for homework. And then I want you to review the APA in-text citation and reference page handouts if you didn't get a handle on like accessing those in class. Okay. And then the next thing I want you to do is return to the assignment 1 handout, and then I want you to complete the instructions for step 2 that are listed in the assignment prompt. And the key thing that I want you to understand is that like step 2 is basically asking you to take a second look at your pop cultural artifact. This time you're doing a free write that's you looking sort of with a different set of lenses at that same pop cultural artifact, now having read the Tobin et al. Piece. Okay, so that's what this step 2 is asking you to do. Okay, so that is it. That is for homework. Make sure that you hold on to your free write for step 2 for like the assignment 1 handout, because we are going to share those with each other next week. Okay. So that's what we're doing in class, and that's what's for homework.